Hey guys, welcome back. You already know it's Ola here, and today we are going to be looking at modals, how to implement modals using Alpine.Js. Okay, so as usual, we're going to create this and we have to link it first. I think maybe I should be cutting all this part out. I don't know, not sure. Okay, so we're just gonna copy the necessary things and we're all set. So now since we're using what's it called now, Tailwind CSS. Why do I always forget? I don't know. I don't know why I forget, but since we're using Tailwind CSS, right? I'm gonna copy the necessary template. So basically, you know how a model works. It's like a pop-up or pop-over, basically, over whatever you're doing. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna have a template that well, let me show you. So we're going to borrow from Tailwind to set up our HTML, basic HTML workout. Okay, so we're looking at a component. We just need something on the background. So I'm going to take this component right here. I'm just going to select something that would work for us. Okay, so I think we can use this one right here, right? Because it has a button. So all I need to do is I just want to click on this button and show the model. If that makes sense to you. I'm going to click on this button and show the model. Alright, so let's do that. Okay, so I've copied this and I'm going to paste it. So there's a lot of HTML code already, right? So we're just going to start. We want to click on the button and show something, isn't it? So let's first of all get our model and then we can start from there. Okay, we're going to put our model on top. What's the top? I'm going to put our model here, somewhere here, right? Let's remove this. I don't need any of this. So we're going to put our model at the top here. So it's going to be on top. It's by default it's going to have a Z index, which already is on Tailwind. So it's going to be at the top here, so it won't affect anything at the bottom. So we're going to put it here. Let's go get our model. If we're building it from scratch, it will take a longer time. So I just wanted to just do it with Tailwind. Alright, so now I've copied the model. Sorry, I keep saying model. I don't know. Modal. Okay, so we've copied our model now. Let's see how it looks on. Let's see how it looks. Okay, great. This is what we need, right? So right now by default now the model is showing, right? So we want it to hide basically, or rather it's not supposed to show unless we click on a button, unless we click on this button right here, add to bag. Unless we click on this button, right? So let's hide this and well, let's configure Tailwind. Sorry, let's configure Alpine. I don't know what's happening today. Let's configure Alpine. Okay. All right. So we know that this is it right here. I don't need all this. So we know that this is it right here. This is our model here, right? So definitely you know now that this is a div on its own. This is a whole div housing the model, and this is another div again housing the rest of the HTML code and the add to bag button and the rest, right? So we're going, if we want to instantiate our Alpine state, we can't do it in a particular model. We have to do it in a, so we can't do it in a particular div. We have to do it in a div that houses both divs, and the only one we can use right now, the only element we can use that houses both divs is our body element. So we're going to put it in the body, right? So as usual, we're going to say x data and then we're just going to put it there. We say model, let's say model. We're going to say model will be set model to false, right? We're going to set model to false, so by default it's going to be false. So let's go to this now here and let's just put an X show so it can hide by default. So this is model, so by default it should hide. Let's see it. Okay, so it's hidden now, right? So now what we want to do is we want to click on this button right here, and whenever we click on this button, we want the modal to show. So let's assume now, right, that we are on this website, and we want to add this item or whatever item was selected. We want to add it to our cart, right, so that we can pay for it later. So I'm assuming that's what this add to bag is. So we want to add it to our cart, right? So if we click on it, I want the modal to show. If you click on it now, nothing happens. You see, nothing happens. So if I click on it, I want the modal to show. Okay, so I want to show you how to do that. All right, so we have to now configure that button. It's a long line of HTML codes, and I'm trying to look for the add to bag. I think I'm almost there. But as I showed you, you can always just search it, right? You can always just search it, and it should show you. All right, so this is it right here. Okay, this is it right here. Anyways, let me break it up so you can see it better. I don't like how it's all scattered up here like this. Okay. Okay, so this is better, right? Yeah, this is better. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. So now we want to configure this button, right? We want to say every time we click on the button, so we're going to have a click event, as we already looked at before. So we're going to say click. When we click on this, set modal equals to 2, right? And that's all we need to do here. And I'm going to show you something else, but let's look at this first. Okay, so when I click on this, say it shows the modal now, but this doesn't do anything because, well, we haven't configured it to do anything yet. Okay, so let's work on it, because we want to be able to remove it when we click cancel. If we don't want to buy anymore, we want to click cancel. Okay, so let's do that. So now I have to go back to the model. Sorry, I have to go back to the model and basically wire it up. Okay, so where is it? Should be here. Here. Okay. Where's the button? This is deactivate account. We don't want to deactivate account. Let's say let's make it, I don't know, let's make it cancel. So it looks cool. Looks better. Right. Okay. I'm assuming there should be 2 buttons. Okay, this is what we want at the bottom actually. Okay. So we're gonna say let's just write this. It's just for effects. It doesn't we're gonna say proceed to adding item to cart. So it's gonna be like a question: do you want to add item to the cart? Something like that. Okay, so this is where we need. This is the deactivate, and this is the cancel, right? So let's change this to cancel. I think this is what we want to use. Let's change to cancel, and then let's change. Oops. And let's change this one to I don't know. Should we say proceed? Proceed. Let's change it to proceed. Okay. All right. So whenever we click on this button right here, the cancel button, we want to hide the modal. We want to hide the modal. Whenever I click on this cancel, this is still too long. Okay. So this is a bit good. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. Okay. So anytime we click on cancel, we want to hide the modal, right? So we're going to have a click event here, and we're going to say sorry, we're going to say add click, right? Set modal equals to false. So it's going to hide the modal when we click on it. Okay. So currently, I believe this is in red, right? And this proceed. Let's see if we can just add some styling to this, right? And make it a little bit make it final. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, this has a background of gray, so I'm going to give it a background of green. If you're not familiar with Tailwind CSS classes, you should watch the previous video and see how you can access the classes and just go through it, and so we're going to give it that, and then border, we're going to say border green, but I'm thinking the green might be too dark, maybe too dark, I don't know, maybe too dark probably. So let's see, can we say 500 or something? We'll check it in a minute. Okay, then when we hover on it, I want it to still be green, but then I want it to be lighter. I want it to be lighter than, let's say, 400 maybe. Then we should change this to 600. Okay, so this looks a bit better. I'm still going to check it out. I have a feeling that the text has to be white. So let me see, let's look for the text. Okay, text gray. So let's change the text to white. Okay, change the text to white, and then let's see how it is now. Let's see how it looks now. Okay, so we click on it, and then here you have it already. It's already looking good. Proceed to adding to cart. Just English. Don't mind English. So proceed to adding to cart. Like, do you want to add to cart? Do you want to proceed to adding to cart? So if I click proceed, it's basically supposed to do something for me, which is not coded right now. This is not it's not part of the scope of our tutorial, so I can't actually show you that right now. But you can always set it if you're using maybe you're using Python, or you're using PHP or Laravel. Even you can use Livewire to do it, although Livewire is inside it's inside Laravel. So depends on what you want to use to do this. You can do that, but this is what we're concerned about, using Alpine. So if I click cancel now, this should hide. You see it? It hides, right? It shows. So what you want to do, or what you can do on your own time, you can style it, as in using transitions. You want it to just fade away. Remember, I already showed you how to do that. So you can style it on your own time using transitions to just fade it if you want to fade it. Okay, so that's how you do that. If you did like the video, it's really simple Alpine stuff. Imagine if you're going to code all this on JavaScript, right? So it's really simple, minimal, as I told you, and really powerful. And there's a version 3 that's out already. I'm going to be sharing that once I finish the basics of Alpine. Okay, all right, so if you like the video, you want more, please please subscribe. We're going to be doing some amazing things. There are more awesome videos to come, I assure you, so you don't want to miss it. Okay, all right, thank you. I've been Ola Follower, and I'll see you next time.